Hey guys, today we got a video from Tom Powell Jr., and he's got himself another Trump supporter who has no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and we're going to help him out and add a little context to some of the things that he is saying.
Did you see that the economy, it's getting better? The price of eggs went down. Price of gas went down. Inflation is slowing down big time. Except all of that is inaccurate. Inflation is up since Donald Trump took office. Inflation is up. Once again, inflation is up since Donald Trump took office. He's trying to blame it on Joe Biden, but Joe Biden had inflation decreasing. He had inflation down. It's been up since Donald Trump's been president.
Joe had us on a great pace going into September. He had us literally almost at the exact mark of 2%, which is what most economists and economic students really like to see. And it started trickling up a little bit, but again, once things started realizing that Trump got into office, inflation took a little bit back up, and it's just, yeah, it hasn't really recovered. Something we don't like to see too often is anything going above 2.5%. That's when things start to get a little haywire.
The price of eggs, just did a video. Another gentleman, the Debunction Junction, just did a video on it yesterday. I'll try and find the video and do one today, showing you his information. No, the price of eggs has not gone down. It hasn't.
Well, I've got some good news and bad news for you, Tommy boy. Technically, he's right. Egg prices are down. However, there are some contextual things that need to come with this. First off, the USDA has planned to enact $1 billion of funds in order to combat this. Now, how are they doing that? Well, as you will read here, $500 million for biosecurity measures, $400 million in financial relief for affected farmers, which, if you don't understand that language, that means a fucking bailout, which we all kind of seen coming, and then $100 million for vaccine research. I repeat, $100 million for vaccine research. Now, let me get this straight. These people told you that vaccines were dangerous for the longest time, but now they will happily put it in your fucking chickens. But let's keep going. Action to reduce regulatory burdens, which usually comes along with safety and health violations, basically, which will probably put us back in the same fucking position that we are in now. And exploring temporary import options. And apparently, they've been looking at Denmark for this, which, didn't we just put tariffs on the whole European Union anyway? I think that's really going to backfire as well. So this bitch, Brooke Rollins, decided to say the Biden administration did little to address the repeated outbreaks and high egg prices that followed. By contrast, the Trump administration is taking the issue seriously. Gee, I wonder why she would say that. Nothing to see here. February 13th. Now, why does that sound familiar? Oh yeah, you fired about 6,000 people who work under you. It's amazing what can happen when you let go of that many fucking people. 2.5 weeks later, at March 4th, we were up to $8.17 a fucking carton. And last but not least, the cherry on the top of this fucking sundae, the ultimate decider of supply and demand. Nobody is buying this shit.
And the price of gas, well, Mr. Global did a video on this, I believe, just yesterday. That's incorrect as well.
Yeah, there's nothing really to argue here. Just recently, they found a bunch of oil in fucking Kazakhstan. Again, Mr. Global talks about that, and he'll have more information on that for you.
On top of that, our GDP, since Trump has been president, mind you, has gone from positive territory to negative territory.
Well, we haven't gone down exactly quite yet. However, we are slowing down our GDP growth, which is usually never a good sign in any circumstance. Compared to the Biden administration, though, we are, yes, a little bit of a down trickle. Most economics experts will tell you that, yes, we are on pace for a down growth when it comes to GDP, which will likely lead to recession. Most of this will be based off every reaction to, well, tariffs.
Home builders are freaking out because the cost of building materials is starting to skyrocket. We have a trade war going on with damn near every country. We're in a trade war with Canada where we get quite a bit of material. Yes,
lumber is about to go up because we get a lot of it from Canada. I already did a video about that. check it out right here. But even for commercial contractors, we've also, put tariffs on steel over in China. So, yeah, even the metal studs that go into the framing of a lot of construction is going to go up too.
So, on top of you being wrong about the price of eggs, the price of gas, and the rate of inflation, we have negative GDP. We're in a trade war with multiple countries. The cost of building materials is starting to skyrocket. Farmers are freaking out that they are going to go under because of the tariffs and increased prices of doing business. And the stock market has lost, what, 3,000 points since he's taken office?
Apparently, around $4 trillion. Yeah, I was listening to LBC the other day with James O'Brien, and a caller called in. I wish I would have timestamped this and said it was equal to their entire health system's funds for 2,000 years. Insane.
Oh, and unemployment's rising almost exclusively because of him. Because he keeps firing thousands and thousands and thousands of federal workers with the goal of firing a million federal workers. So unemployment is up. The market has cratered. Prices of building materials is skyrocketing. We're in a trade war with multiple countries. The price of groceries and eggs has not come down. The price of gas has not come down. And inflation is rising and GDP is in a negative territory. You want to try again?
Yeah, I would say Tom pretty much hit that one square on the head. Not much to really argue. Again, I've already pretty much added context of everything he says. Pay attention. This is going to be quite a fun series for me.